Hi, guys. Good evening. But before I begin the session, yes, people are new and I think they're coming in. I'd like to introduce our business development head, Sabrish, who will be taking this session along with me and try and make it more interactive, more interesting. So if I can start the session as such, if you can, is there a, yes. So do you want to wait for a few minutes while people walk in, or shall we begin? Okay. Hmm? Yeah. So we just asked to wait for a couple of minutes more, such. Hmm? So you take a mic. So I think we'll begin the session. So before I begin the session, I've been talking to hoteliers for the last 12 years, interacting with most of them for, about more than 12 years, hundreds of them rather. I used to head an OTA and I used to handle the hotel product. So there are a lot of challenges which people came across and were sharing with me that what challenges they have. And I've tried to put across the major ones that I feel that they face on a day-to-day basis and what they have discussed with me and through my experience I've learned. The biggest one for them has been the debt burden that they have. It's how to service that debt burden. There's inventory which is perishable, how to manage that inventory. That's the second largest one because it's perishable. So once it's gone, it's gone. So that's been the second major thing which comes through. So while there's a debt burden on them, how to service that debt, how to manage the day-to-day operations. These are the few challenges. I'm sure there are more challenges which they face, but these are some of the major ones which I felt they had been highlighting to me over 10 years. And what I'm going to do is try and see how this can be addressed through vacation ownership. How can we help you to reduce your debt burden up to a certain extent? Not fully, but yes, up to a certain extent. Timeshare or vacation ownership, as now it's evolved into, actually helps you to get upfront membership fee from a customer, which helps you in capital flows. What I've not mentioned here is the annual maintenance that you get from customers, which again helps you in your capital flow. So both these, and because you're setting up a different line of business, a different avenue of sales, it leads to higher occupancy levels, which basically leads to better ADRs and RevPARs. Yes, while I'm saying it, gives you an opportunity to, build better, reduce your debt burden. But in India, there has been an issue which was of reputation. So if I may, openly call it out, there has been a reputation issue in India. However, would like to see it globally. You have most of the global brands who've been doing this for not 5 or 10 years, but more than 20 years. You have the Hyatts, you have the Marriotts, you have the Starwoods, you have Disneyland who's doing it, the Holiday Inn. They all have into vacation ownership. And why are they globally into this? I've just been from AOCAP, the Asia Pacific, and I could see all the major brands which were present there in China, in every part of the country. Yes, I spoke to a few of them. Why are you not in India? And believe me, 1 or 2 did open up and say, yes, they have plans in the next 1 year to come into India, which will be a great neutralizer for the bad reputation that we have here in India. And being the brand custodian here, what I'm trying to do is improve the image of the entire concept. In India, you have 3 major players which are there. One is Club Mahindra, which is backed by the Mahindras. You have Sterling's, which is backed by Fairfax and Thomas Cook. And then you have Karma. Like, Karma is a story that I would like to tell. Karma has started off with 1 property in Goa, went on to 3, 4 properties, now is global. Has expanded into Bali, has expanded into Europe. They've become big. What about Mahindra? Mahindra has expanded, Club Mahindra has expanded into Finland, Sweden, Norway, into Spain, is becoming a global player. And if you see today's, there have been certain interviews which have been done, and both are public limited companies, both Sterling and Club Mahindra, you see their cash flows which they have. It's purely through, because they are, Club Mahindra is purely a timeshare or a vacation ownership club. Go and see their cash flows. The occupancy levels are 89% last year is what they achieved. Now, while I've taken you through the concepts, I'd like you to go through the opportunities which this model can bring to you. It's basically optimization of your asset. It's basically optimization of your, the inventory that you have. You're creating a complete different business unit. Your cost of sale, your cost of servicing the customer doesn't change. You set up a business unit. What it does helps you is brings in more customers and then reduces your cost as such. Seasonal cash flow stabilization. So when I talk about seasonal cash flow, you have a business hotel. He does very well from Monday to Friday, does not do well on the weekends. Then you have leisure destinations which do very well on the weekends but don't do well on the weekdays. What this does is it neutralizes that effect. It neutralizes the seasonality effect. It gives you incremental revenues which I've already gone into: upfront membership fee, annual maintenance fee, enhanced F&B. Vacation ownership believes in experiences. So all our customers will experience different things at different hotels, like hiking, trekking, mountain climbing. And that, actually resort and holiday activities gets increased. There is a huge inflow of money which comes in. There's a huge activity which comes in once you tie up with a timeshare. And if you say that we've only got for leisure segment or product offering for only leisure or for business, we have product offerings for luxury, heritage, pilgrimage, and urban destinations. So if you go through it with me, we can do a one-on-one, and we can take you through different concepts that are prevalent with us today. So you may be a chain hotel. There's a huge offering that you can term in terms of member offering. But then you may be an independent hotel with 30 rooms or 80 rooms in a city. How do you leverage vacation ownership? You can either sell to your members a pre-packaged package, for that means a number of points or it's a point system now. We've evolved from weeks into points. You may sell weeks or points depending on the business model that you have to your members for a fixed number of years. Or you may want not to do that model. You may want to add it in your loyalty box. So that means that if he reaches a certain tier in your loyalty box, he achieves a certain number of points that he can exchange into free room nights, or he can exchange with RCI. So I'm just summing up what I have said in the last few slides, which is, basically the value creation profile. This is what the revenue model of a timeshare company looks like. I've just tried to copy that out into a page here, which says whatever I've said in the last 3 or 4 slides, how this works. So how does that model look? You have upfront cash flows coming in from the membership fee. Then you have annual maintenance fee which comes in, and then you have the residual factor which comes in. By residual factor, I'd like to explain in a few sentences here and take some time. Residual factor means that you've sold a vacation ownership or certain points for the next number of years. It doesn't go with the customer. So if you sold it for 5 years, after 5 years or 10 years, that membership points come back to you, that property comes back to the room, and you can resell it again. So it's a residual value that we talk about. It can be resold again. So it's not that if you sold a number of packages, it's going over a period. It's a fixed period that you're selling it for. You're not selling it for till 30 years or 40 years. You're selling it for fixed. And when you talk to millennials, they're interested in short-term products. So it's the 5-year and the 10-year that they're looking at. If you're there's a senior citizen membership that we went into recently, and they went in exactly for 5 years. We have healthy senior citizens now. They want to holiday. They want to experience this. So the 5-year products are doing extremely well with the millennial and the senior citizen market. So it's a different product that comes in. So this is basically what I've tried to do, is put it down in one sheet what the balance, what the revenue models are like. So when I went through the model, yes, I've given you the opportunity, what it holds for you, where it comes through. But do the customers want it? So then RCI actually commissioned a survey through IMRB last year, and these are the research findings that came through. And the market size that we used were 50% had timeshare, 50% did not have timeshare. So it was a mixed model that we did. So 1 in every 5 customers would like to own a timeshare, which says it's positioned for growth. 70% of who do not own a timeshare or a vacation ownership were interested in that product or knowing more about that product. And 52% would like to purchase it. And this is an independent survey that we did. And they found the concept very appealing. Indian travelers, just timeshare or vacation ownership has many different components, like it has experiential selling. So when you take a family out, there is holiday activities that you're doing there, or sightseeing activities there. They were very, very interested in the kind of activities that we do. So what timeshare gets in through, there's a lot of interest in that activities and the product, the high level of amenities which come through. And 68%, if I say, the last line, were interested in a product that blocks the current rates for the next 5 years or 10 years for that period. And that is the most interesting part. So what you are doing in vacation ownership is selling a concept or selling on a fixed rate for 10 years. And 68% of that survey said that they were interested in buying this product for future holidays. I mean, this element, when we actually spoke to a lot of people, this is what interests them. Today it's at this level, 68, I mean, maybe the room is at 5,000, they like to fix it. People are investing in holidays now. It's not like 2001 or 2002 where, it was, we reached the destination and book. People are planning their holidays, they're investing in this because they want to spend more time with their family with the high pressure environment that we are in. So it actually has redefined the satisfaction levels that we have incorporated in our, yesterday when you spoke to a lot of people, you heard a lot of, is the satisfaction level, which actually matters. The customer, is he satisfied with your product? Is he excited by your product? And he is, I will tell you, I mean, they have a preference for timeshare. They were very satisfied. I'll tell you what timeshare owners said. So Sabrish, would you like to take this, infographic that we created? This is a learning from the survey that we did.
So the infograph really talks about the difference between what timeshare owners felt and non-timeshare owners felt. But what I'd like to sum up with this particular infograph is that timeshare as compared to a traditional holiday takes care of, if a family is there, it offers customized holiday experiences for every member of the family. The husband would like to, for example, when they're going to family, would like to do his own thing. The children would like to go on a picnic. Some of the key aspects is safety and security, and a lot of the times there are also first-time holiday seekers who come into this, so they feel very secure in a vacation ownership kind of an environment. So that's pretty much that's what sums up in terms of destination choice, ability to travel overseas, domestic destinations which offer weekend getaways and so on. So it's a combination of a customized experience that this offers.
So if you see the top 5 international destinations that they wanted to go was Dubai #1 and followed by Southeast Asia. That's Indians for you, that's aspirational. The Europe and the Americas come in once the customer has gone to these destinations. The domestic destinations, of course, that came through were Goa, Delhi, and Kerala, which came through, which is very much in line with what is happening in the market trends. And top considerations while selecting a destination, it was the surroundings, the scenic beauty of that destination or the destination which mattered to them. So that is a very big learning here. We can create destinations. And there are destinations which our partners have created. Kumbhalgarh was not a destination, but it's become a destination now, where people are now building in. And why do Indian travelers want to travel? They want to rejuvenate. They basically want to spend time with their families. So these are some of the few, learnings that came from our survey that we did. A little bit more about our company. It's a pay-as-you-live lifestyle and with 40 years of experience in the industry. We belong to Wyndham Destinations, which has the Wyndham Vacation Club, the RCI exchanges, and the Wyndham vacation rentals. We belong to RCI exchanges. We have 3 or 4 kinds of major products. One is the registry collection, which is for the leisure segment, which is the high-end luxury segment. RCI is the full service model, as we call it. And we have DAE as the third light, which is DAE Light, which is for the budget segment that we fit it in. Some of our milestones, I know it's a little too small, but that's the 40-year journey that we've had here, and started in basically 1974, and now we are in 2017 is where we've completed 40 years, and India's completed 25. So our vacation ownership in India has been there for 25 years. So some of our global footprint, we have 4,300 affiliate resorts. We do not own any resort. So we are an assetless company. We affiliate with resorts. So that's the biggest difference where people were asking me today, do you own these resorts? No, we affiliate with resorts. Over 110 countries, we have 1.6 million exchanges annually. with 3.8 million members. And what is very interesting is 90% membership rate. That's where it is. Membership retention rate for us at 90%. So I'd like to reiterate this to you again and again. And we offer services in 20 languages. The India footprint, we have 163 affiliated resorts. We've just tied up with a large affiliate, so we should be adding 20 more properties in the next 1 month. I'm not announcing it here. But we have 4 lakh members who are now booking through us or exchanging through us. And we have 150 employees, and we service them out of Bangalore. We have small people, people in different cities, but majorly the call center is out of Bangalore. So we are the global exchange network of choice, and that's what RCI gets on for you. So just like to end with what it brings, crown rating. I'll go through, like you have, TripAdvisor gives ratings. RCI gives ratings for vacation ownership. So all our customers who stay in different resorts are given a feedback form, and the resort gets a rating on that rating. So it starts with no crown, silver crown, gold crown, and then you have the registry collection that we offer. But there is a rating that we give. So we actually credit the hotel with a lot of points. And we also get back to them with the feedback on how to improve ratings. What did the customer not enjoy in your resort? What did the customer did not like? How do you improve services? There's a lot of consultancy that we carry on doing with ourselves. We also give RDI accreditation, so we are attached to the American. So as I said previously, there is a case of bad reputation in India. Over the last 5 years, we've changed these concepts, and we've gone for accreditation, so all our affiliates will have this accreditation. So it's not that anybody else can get it also. So if they are not doing their business in the right fashion, we'll disaffiliate with them. 40 years of inventory experience, so we have an inventory management team which will come online and help you how to manage that piece through RCI. So you may be a mixed-use model. You may be having a typical hotel sales. You also will have timeshare as a revenue. So we'll help you to assist you how that inventory management can happen. So while we offer, I'll explain you multiple vacation options. We offer you cruise options also. So we've recently, and this is not only Star Cruises, we've tied up with cruises globally. So we will offer you in Antarctica, we'll offer you in Australia, we'll offer you in Europe also. So it's not only that your member can exchange, or your loyalty people can exchange only for resorts or other resorts. They can also go to cruises. And of course, there is a transparency model that we follow. So if you have given me an inventory, or every member across the globe can view it instantaneously. So we do not block inventory for certain countries, or we do not block inventory for certain affiliates. It's globally available for all. So if you tie up with an affiliate sitting in Agra, globally all our members can view that property through the online channel. It's a completely transparent model at the same rate throughout. The currency different, but the same rate throughout. And of course, we offer international and domestic destinations. So with that, I'd like to open for questions. If anybody would like to ask me questions, I like ask questions for this. No questions? So then I'll hand it over to Ritesh, who's going to come in next and take it forward. Thank you.